Hello students, for the past few classes we are learning about the conic sections. We have seen about circle, parabola, ellipse and hyperbola, right? So thus we have reached the end of the chapter. So we are going to solve miscellaneous exercise in this chapter. Hope you are thorough with all the concepts what we have learnt. What are the standard equations of parabola, ellipse, hyperbola and how their focus, where their focus vertices lie and what are the formula, major axis, minor axis, latus rectum. Yes, hope you all remember all those things. Let us get into the exercise. The first question, if a parabolic reflector is 20 centimeter in dia and 5 centimeter deep, find the focus. So they have clearly given it is a parabola and it's a reflector. Its diameter is 20 centimeter and its deep is 5 centimeter. They asked you to find the focus. Now let us see how can we do this. And as we discussed in this chapter, we are taking all the conic sections, right? Parabola especially at the vertex is at the origin, right? So origin is at the vertex and it is given it is 5 centimeter deep and its dia is 20 centimeter. Now it is of the form y square equal to 4ax, right? In general we will go with y square equal to 4ax. Now they asked you to find the focus. Focus will lie on the x-axis, right? We have to give the coordinates of focus and we know it is a comma 0. So we need to find the coordinates value of a. If we know the value of a, we can tell what is focus, right? Now clearly it is of the form y square equal to 4ax. So if we know a point on the parabola, we can substitute in the equation and we can obtain the value of a, right? Now how to find the point on the parabola? Now a is a point on the parabola. Now it is given it is 5 centimeter deep. So the x value is 5, right? So this is also 5, right? So the x coordinate of a is 5. How to find the y coordinate? The dia is 20 and we know it is symmetric about the axis. Therefore this is going to be 10 centimeter. So the coordinates of a are 5, 10. Now clearly a lies on the parabola, so we can substitute this point in the parabola equation y square equal to 4ax. We can obtain what is our a and hence the focus is 5, 0, right? Hope you understood. Let us move on to the second question now. The second question is an arc is in the form of a parabola with its axis vertical. So now it is given its axis is vertical. So it is of the form x square equal to 4ay. The arc is 10 meter high and 5 meter wide at the base. How wide is it? 2 meter from the vertex of the parabola. See, an arc is in the form of a parabola with its axis vertical. So it is open upward, right? The arc is 10 meter high. Therefore, this distance is 10 meter and is 5 meter wide at the base. And is 5 meter wide at the base. So here it is 5 meter. How wide is it? 2 meter from the vertex of the parabola. We have to find the wide from 2 meter from the vertex. Hope you got it. The height is given, wide of the base is given. They asked you to find the wide from the vertex, 2 meter from the vertex, how much it is wide. So we need to find the length of AB. Right? So how to find? Again the same procedure. We know it is open upward, therefore the equation is going to be x square equal to 4ay. If we know a point on if we know a point on the parabola, we can substitute and we can find the value of a. Once we know the value of a, what we can do? We can again substitute in the equation to find the value of x because y value is given. This is, we need to find the length of AB, right? So if y value is 2, y value is 2 both the sides. If we find the x value, we can find the AB length. If we find the x value, we can find the AB length because this x value plus this 2 times, right? If we know the a and b coordinates, we can find what is AB. This is what the logic behind it. right? So first what are we going to do? We are going to find a point on the parabola. The same ideology only we are going to use here. The height is 10, therefore this point is going to be, y coordinate is going to be 10. And the wide is 5 meter, therefore half of it is going to be 5 by 2. So this distance is 5 by 2. So this point is 5 by 2 comma 10, and clearly this point lies on the parabola. So if we substitute in the equation x squared equal to 4ay, we can find what is our a. So once we know a, we can resubstitute here x squared equal to 4ay. So we got x square equal to 5 by 8y. So at y equal to 2, what is the value of x we can find out. At y equal to 2, if we put y equal to 2, we can find what is our x. X is going to give this distance, but we need the complete AB. So 2 times this distance will give you AB. So we have to multiply 2 times x value. So the AB length is 2.23 meter. Alright, hope you understood. Let us see the next question. Third question is also of the same kind. The cable of a uniformly loaded suspension bridge hangs in the form of a parabola. The roadway, which is horizontal and 100 meter long, is supported by vertical wires attached to the cable. The longest wire being 30 meter and the shortest being 6 meter. Find the length of a supporting wire attached to the roadway 18 meter from the middle. Right? So what is given? There is a cable of a uniformly loaded suspension bridge hangs in the form of a parabola. So this is a cable suspension bridge hangs in the form of a parabola. The roadway, this is the roadway which is horizontal and 100 meter long. So this is the roadway which is 100 meter long, is supported by the vertical wires attached to the cable. So from the cable, it is supported to the roadways by attached by the cable. The longest wire is 30 meter and the shortest is 3 meter. This is going to be the shortest, right? The longest is 30 meter and the shortest is 6 meter, right? Find the length of a supporting wire attached to the roadway 18 meter from the middle. So they asked you to find the length of the supporting wire which is attached 18 meter from the middle. This is the middle, right? So from 18 meter from the middle, they have attached a supporting wire. They asked you to find this length. So DF they asked you to find. This is also in the same way. 18 is going to be the x value, right? So if we know the y distance, we can find what is your DF. But when it comes to the parabola, if we find the y value, that is going to give you only DE, right? We are going to find the coordinates of D. If this is 18, this is also going to be 18. So if we do the same method as we did in the previous problem, by obtaining the A value and then resubstituting at x is equal to 18, we can find what is y value. That y value is going to give only DE because here is only the parabola, right? The point lies on the parabola. So at x equal to 18, we can find what is y. That is going to give you only DE. So how to find DF? DE plus EF. This EF is 6. So DE measurement plus the 6 meter will give you what is DF. Right? Let us see how can we do that. As explained, let AB and OC are the longest and the shortest wires, and DF be the supporting wire attached to the roadway 18 meter from the middle. Then how can we obtain the coordinates of A? Coordinates of A are going to be the x length. The total is 100 meters. So this is going to be 100 divided by 2. Right? And what is going to be the y length from here to here is your y length. Right? Here to here is going to give the y coordinate. But we know the entire is 30 minus this 6. So 30 minus 6 is going to give the y coordinate. Therefore, the coordinates of A are 50, 24. We got a point on the parabola. Now we are going to substitute this point on the equation of the parabola. Since it is open upward, it is going to be x squared is equal to 4ay. The same procedure as we did in the previous problem. By substituting the x and y value, we can find what is our a. After finding the a, we will resubstitute here at x is equal to 18. At x is equal to 18, we can find what is our y. As I told you, this is going to give only the DE measurement, but we need DF. DF is DE plus EF. DE is 3.11, 3.11 and EF is 6 by the question. So, if we add, the total length is 9.11 meter. Right? Hope you understood. This is similar to the previous question. Let us move on to the next question now. Fourth question, an arc is in the form of a semi-ellipse. It is 8 meter wide and 2 meter high at the center. Find the height of the arc at a point 1.5 meter from one end. This is also the same way as we did the previous problems, only the conic section differs. Earlier we did the problem with the parabola, here it is an ellipse. That's it. So, how to solve this? It is clearly given it is a semi-ellipse and it is 8 meter wide and 2 meter high. 8 meter wide and 2 meter high. They asked you to find the height of the arc at a point. Height of the arc at a point which is 1.5 meter from one end. It is not necessary you have to take it from here. This end also you can take. They asked you to find the height of the arc at a point 1.5 meter from one end. So, this AB is going to be 1.5, right? They asked you to find this AC, the same procedure. What are we going to do? We are going to find the A and the B value. We are going to get an equation and here we know this is 1.5. We need the coordinates of C. AZ length we know, Y, right? So, if we know OA, that is going to give the x coordinate. So, at that x point, what is the value of y? That's what we need to find here, right? How to find OA? We know the entire length is 8. So, OB is going to be 4. So, 4 minus 1.5 will give you what is OA, right? So, that's it. So, how can we solve this now? So, here the major axis is 2a. Here the major axis is 2a. 2a is 8. Therefore, a is going to be 4. We found the value of a. And it is given the semi-minor axis B is 2 meter. B is 2 meter, right? So, we found the value of A and B. If we substitute in the equation of the ellipse, what we will get? X square by 4 square plus y square by 2 square equal to 1. That is x square by 16 plus y square by 4 equal to 1 is the equation of the ellipse. Now, we chose a point A. Then as I explained now, how we can find OA. OA is OB minus AB, which is 4 minus 1.5. So, this is going to be OA is 2.5. This is going to give the x value. We need to find the y value. So, at x is equal to 2.5, we can substitute in the equation and we can find what is the y value. That is the height of the arc at a point which is 1.5 meter away from the one end. Yes, the problems which we solved are all of same kind only. What is the procedure we followed here? We identified a point on the conic section, whether it is going to be a parabola or hyperbola. First, we identified the standard equation of the conic section. Then, we identified a coordinate of a point on the conic section. Then, we substituted that point to get the unknown value, if at all there. Then what we did? We found the any one coordinate, x coordinate or y coordinate of another point. Then at that point, what is the value of corresponding value of x or y? We found it at the end. Yes, hope you understood. There are 3 steps involved. First, we identified the standard equation. Then we identified the coordinates of any point on the conic section. Then we substituted in the standard equation to obtain the height, which means x value or y value at the particular given x or y value respectively. Yes, hope you understood. Let us move on to the next question. Fifth question, a rod of length 12 centimeter moves with its end always touching the coordinate axis. A rod of length 12 centimeter moves with its ends always touching the coordinate axis. Determine the equation of the locus of a point P on the rod, which is 3 centimeter from the end in contact with the x-axis. So what is given? There is a rod of length 12 centimeter which moves with its ends always touching its coordinate axis. Determine the equation of the locus of the point P on the rod, which is 3 centimeter from the end in contact with the x-axis. Hope you got it. There is a rod where it moves with its coordinate axis in contact. So they asked you to find the locus of the point P, which is 3 centimeter away from the end which is in contact with the x-axis. What is meant by locus? Locus means the path traced by the point. So the path traced by the point P we have to find out. How to find the path traced by the point? We will obtain certain relationship and then we will substitute the point x and y there to get the equation, right? Let us see. Now let AB be the rod making an angle theta with the OX and let P be the point on it. Then clearly AP is 3 centimeter which is given in the question. Therefore what will be PB? 9 centimeter because the total length is 12. Right. Now we have dropped a perpendicular from P to BO as well as to AO. Right. So PQ is perpendicular to BO and PR is perpendicular to RO. Then clearly if this angle is theta, this is also theta because these two lines will become parallel, right? And now what we are going to do is in triangle PBQ, what you know about cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So PQ divided by PB. What is PQ? PQ is x because we have taken the coordinates of P as x and y. So it is going to be x by 9. And in this triangle, what is sin theta? Sin theta is opposite divided by hypotenuse. So it is PR divided by PA, which is y by 3. Why we didn't go for sin theta in this triangle? Because we don't know the length of PQ. We know this length. That's why we got into this triangle, right? But what we know the relation between cos theta and sin theta, we know cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. So if you square it, x squared by 9 square plus y square by 3 square equal to 1 is the required equation of the locus of the point. This how only we have to find the locus of a point. We have to find some relation with the given conditions and then you have to arrive at a equation, right? Hope you got it. The next question. Find the area of the triangle formed by the lines joining the vertex of the parabola x square equal to 12y to the ends of its latus rectum. So they asked you to find the area of the triangle, right, formed by the lines joining the vertex and the ends of the latus rectum. We know latus rectum is a line perpendicular passing through the focus, right? And it is clearly given it is of the form x squared equal to 4ay. X squared equal to 12y is the equation of the parabola which is given in the question. Therefore 4a is going to be 12, so a is 3. And since it is open upward, the focus is going to be 0, a. So 0, 3 is the coordinates of S, which is focus, right? Now they asked you to find the area of this triangle. Already we know one vertex is at the origin 0, 0. If we find the coordinates of A and B, we can find the area of this triangle using Heron's formula. So how to find the coordinates of A and B? Clearly we know since it is 3, this distance is also 3, this distance is also 3. Therefore the y coordinate is 3. So at y equal to 3, what will be the value of x? We are going to substitute in the parabola equation. And we obtained the x value is plus or minus 6. Therefore, the two coordinates of A and B are 6, 3 and minus 6, 3 are the coordinates, right? So, we got all the three coordinates. Now, we can find the area of the triangle. What is area of a triangle formula? Half into modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. So if we substitute all the values, we can obtain the area of the triangle, right? Now let us see the 7th question. A man running a race course notes that the sum of the distances from the two flag posts from him is always 10 meter and the distance between the flag post is 8 meter. Find the equation of the post traced by the man. On reading the question itself, it should strike your mind what sort of conic section it will be. What sort of conic section? It will be an ellipse. Why? Because it is given the sum of the distances from the two flag posts from him is always 10. The definition of the ellipse says the sum of the distances from the two fixed points is always constant, right? So clearly it is an ellipse. So we need to find the equation of the ellipse with the given inputs, right? So what is given here? Let A and B be the two flag posts and P be the position of the man. Then according to the question, PA plus PB equal to 10, right? And moreover, the path described by the man is an ellipse where the length of the major axis is 10 meter. That is what given in the question. How we know it is 10 meter? Because PA plus PB is nothing but length of the major axis. We have seen in the derivation of the standard equation of the ellipse, and after that we have seen few results, right? So the sum of the distance of a point to the focus is equals to 2a, length of the major axis. So it is given PA plus PB equal to 10, which implies length of the major axis is 10, right? And we know the two fixed points are the foci, and also we know the distance between the foci is 2c, right? The distance between the foci is 2c and the distance between the two flag poles is given as 8 meter. Therefore 2c is going to be 8, right? And hence the equation is of the form x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. We need to find the value of a and b. So for that 2a is 10, from that we found what is a, 2c is 8, from that we found what is c. And we know the relation between a, b, c. Don't get confused with hyperbola and ellipse. I told you clearly when I introduced hyperbola. So the relation between a, b, c for ellipse is c square equal to a square minus b square, or b square equal to a square minus c square. So if we substitute, we can find the value of b. Now we know what is a and b, substitute in the equation. So x square by 25 plus y square by 9 equal to 1 is the equation of the ellipse, right? Hope you got it. Let us move on to the next question. The next question is, an equilateral triangle is inscribed in the parabola y square equal to 4ax. When one vertex is at the vertex of the parabola, find the length of the side of the triangle, right? This is of the form y square equal to 4ax. So the parabola will be of this kind, and it is clearly given one vertex is at the vertex of the parabola. So it is 0, 0, and also it is given it's an equilateral triangle. They asked you to find the side of the triangle, right? So let us assume this length as k. Let us assume this length as k. Therefore, what will be the coordinates of a and b now? This length is k. So at x is equal to k, let us find what will be y by substituting in the equation, because it is clearly given the equation of the parabola is y square equal to 4ax, right? So if we put x is equal to k, what will happen? Y is equal to 4, y square equal to 4ak. So y is equal to plus or minus 2 root ak, right? But x is equal to k, we got y is equal to plus or minus 2 root ak. So the coordinates of a is k comma 2 root ak, and coordinates of b is k comma minus 2 root ak. Therefore, what will be AB length? This distance is 2 root ak. This distance is also 2 root ak. So if we add, we got 4 root ak. Now we need to find what is k. Then only we can substitute and get the side of a equilateral triangle, right? And since it is an equilateral triangle, all the three sides will be equal, right? So OA will be equal to AB. So squaring on both sides, OA square will be equal to AB square. But OA square can be written as, because this is a right triangle, right? OC square plus AC square. What is OC square? K square. AC is 2 root AK. Right? So K square plus 2 root AK the whole square equal to AB square. AB length we know, which is 4 root AK. So if we simplify, we got K is equal to 12A. Right? So we need the length of AB. AB is 4 root AK. In that K value, we are going to substitute 12A. Right? So if we resolve it, simplify it, we got AB is equal to root 3A. AB is the side of an equilateral triangle. Right? These are all simple problems. And these are all application oriented problems. In the previous exercises, we have seen the direct question. They have given you, this is what the foci, this is what the vertex, this is what the length of the latus rectum, find the equation. They have given you the equation and they asked you to find the coordinates of foci, vertex and all those things. Those are all direct questions, where the problems which you have seen now in the miscellaneous exercise are all application oriented questions, day-to-day life questions. So you should know, first you should identify what type of conic section it is, and then you have to identify a point on the conic section, and then you have to manipulate and get the answer according to the situation which is posted in the question. Right? Hope you understood. So I want you to do all these questions again. Don't watch like a movie. If I explain, don't watch it like a movie. I want you to redo all the problems again. So today's homework is going to be question number 1 to 8 miscellaneous exercise. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you, students.